Why am I so off-centered? What happened? A Roomba was running through here earlier, though something I didn't know was actually still running. So maybe that fucked things up for me a little bit. That'll work. What's poppin', everybody? It's your boy SnowyKurama. Here we are for the Week 2 stream of the PGP LBL run. Hope everyone out there is having a fantastic day, and if you already had a day, then I hope you have more going ahead of you. I am on call again, so if you ever just hear a phone going off and you see this guy, then you know what happened. I got a phone call. We are starting off with Renalyn versus Monkey Boy. There are some teams on this screen. Let me tell you what, folks. There are some teams on this screen. I don't know who's gonna do what. I mean, Hydreigon seems like it's an okay lead, right? No. What am I on about? Bro's probably leading either Meow or Sableye. So maybe Fez. Fez probably has U-turn, so I'm thinking Fez versus Sableye or something. Let's see it. Ugh, I gotta freaking crack my back. Lottie versus Hydreigon. So if I just stuck with my guns, we would have seen the... I would have at least gotten half of them. So Terra looks to be Terra Electric on Urshifu. Terra Water on Lilligant. Terra Water on Annihilate. Terra Grass on Raikou. Alright, let's see it. Fez comes in into Lilligant. So not the best switch on Monkey Boy's end. And he switched out again to Glamour. Do we see a U-turn? See a Toxic. That's not going to work out very well. Into Orthworm. Spiky Shield. Okay, so the Orthworm switch was good for an Earth Power. Lottie comes in. What's Orthworm doing? Earthquake. Not doing very much to the Lottie. Of course. There's a CM here. Into a Stealth Rock. Okay. Very interesting. Very cool. Fez is now in. Ready to take whatever Dragon move. Not going to like the Psyshock, though. Lottie goes Luster Purge and just destroys this thing. God damn. Oh, no. Hydreigon's now in. Is it Scarf? Bro is definitely Scarf. Into Raikou. Okay. We got Aura Sphere. Into the Raikou. Taking it like a champion. Shadow Ball's back, doing absolutely nothing because this thing is at +2. We got CM Recover Dual Stab. No, it's coverage and stab. So Raikou tries to Calm Mind here, and we're just gonna see boosting alongside each other. Not really the best situation to be in. Trying to get the Spadef drop with the Shadow Ball. You see we got one. Luster Purge takes out the Raikou though. I do not know how Ren pulls this off. Hydreigon is now in. Lilligant comes in on the Draco, not taking it out necessarily. Switch to Annihilate. See, Healing Wish probably goes out to the Lottie. Urshifu, actually. It makes a hell of a lot more sense. Because Lottie needs more boosts now. Annihilate is now Terra Water, so I guess Ren did sort of neutralize the Lottie, although it can always come back in. See a Bulk Up on a Swords Dance. Terra Electric for the Terra Water. Terra Blast annihilates the Annihilate. Yikes. Hydreigon is now in, ready to click the... Okay, Glamour comes in. I was thinking Draco. U-turn, but now there is some toxic debris. Does not look great. Orthworm is now here. Can't get hit by that toxic debris. Lottie, do we see, I don't know, Iron Defense, maybe? Yep, there it is. I was like, what else can this Orthworm really do? Calm Mind's up. So this thing's back, ready to do its thing again. Body Press is doing some decent damage in the Lottie. Just whittling this guy down. Maybe you can Iron Defense on a Roost or a Recover. Yes, there we go. So now we're going to do even more damage with that Body Press. Not bad. No, not good. Not good at all. Not good at all. Hydreigon is now in. We see a U-turn. I am noticing... Hold up. I am noticing that my fan that I need because this AC is busted is kind of picking up stuff and moving it around. My mic seems to be activating off of it despite the stupid fucking ball thing I've got over it. So I'm going to be right back while I turn this fan down a little bit. That should be a bit better. Anyway, now it's Tusk versus 5, which isn't great. We see a Lumberry curing the poison, which is pretty decent. Aura Sphere does a shit ton of damage into another Aura Sphere. Yeah, this is pretty much it. I would say that's pretty much it. Hydreigon comes in, and Dark Pulses, so Lottie's down. Hell yeah. Urshifu is now in. That's not a Sucker Puncher. Dark Pulse isn't going to do it, though, so Close Combat can definitely kill this thing. Or a Drain Punch, that's fine, too. Well, that sucks for Team LBL, but I think Renolin put up a good fight. This Lottie was nasty stuff. And that's all I really have to say about that. Up next is Holy Macaroni versus NFE is a real tier. Fun fact, NFE is a real tier. So there's that. I don't know what else to say. There's nothing else to really say. Aside from picking our leads. There's a Ceruledge, so Terrapagos can't just spam the Terra move. I could see him starting Thundy, but he's got 2 Dark types, so the Prankster is not going to work. Tink wouldn't be a bad lead into all of this. Ceruledge would be the only thing that would kind of suck. Maybe Rotom. I mean, Garchomp, yeah, with the Earthquake. But, I mean, if he's Shuka, then he can just hit him back. So, probably just Tink. Maybe even Quaquaval. I'm going to say Tink, though. Tink into Rotom. That's what I'm thinking. Let's see. Let's go. Terra is Terra Dark on the Ceruledge. And then Terra Dark on the Skeledirge, as well as Terra Water Quaquaval. Quillfish into Shaman, so I got 0 of those. That's awesome. Earth Power doing nothing to this thing, probably because of the Eviolite, but we do see a drop. That's good. Spikes up. Yes, there's a Rapid Spin, so it'll be okay to get rid of them spikes. Rotom is now in. See a Leech Seed. Okay. Very nice. Very nice indeed. We see Whimsicott come in. I don't know what that nickname is. Shaman's at full now. Ready for Thundy to come in. I don't know if he's going to click the Thunder Wave. Maybe even a Prankster Bulk Up. There it is. The bulk up. Let's get to setting up. You can just do it again. Ooh, sub 2. Scale shot. Gonna get rid of that sub, yeah. Okay, citrus. Activating. What are we gonna see Mac do now? We see a sub from the Garchomp now. Acrobatics doing much more damage now that Citrus Berry is done. See another Acro getting rid of the Garchomp. Let's go! Let's go! Weavile's now here, ready to click that Ice Shard. We see Tink anticipating that. Instead, hits the knockoff. Stealing the Choice Band. Okay. Taunt. He's choiced, bro. Well, I guess he's choiced. That's kind of annoying. Oh my. Goes into its own knockoff. Did you steal the Choice Band back? Okay. We're playing hot potato with this Choice Band. But now Tink's done, so I guess we're not playing hot potato no mores. That's so funny. Guacamole is now in, ready to click that rapid spin on this thing, Quillfish. Aqua steps instead to get some speed up. That's okay. Goes out into Thundy. Hey, Macaroni! We just saw your we just saw you play hot potato with Choice Band earlier. We see Rotom come in. I hate Pickpocket at this point. It's so weird, dude. Acro not doing as much, but that's because Rotom is bulky and also resists, so. Hydro miss. Wild stuff. Wild Charge gets it. Okay, so this thing is dual stab sub with bulk up. Cool. This is a Weavile, ready to click probably just the Icicle Crush at this point. Triple Axle. I forgot that it does that now. My brain is stuck in Gen 6. Shaman's done. Scaledirge is now in. Are we going to see a Terra? No Terra, but a Scorching Sands does a little bit, but there's also a burn. So this Quillfish is dead to the next one. Thundy comes in now, is wondering if we'd see a Torch Song. Barbarage gets the poison. I've never seen Barbarage get the poison, and I've used it a couple of times. Acro kills the Quillfish. Very nice. We are looking pretty close. Thundy is down. What do we see coming in now? Guacamole is in, ready to click the rapid spin, hopefully. We see Ceruledge still in the back to block the spin. Leech Seed on the Quaquaval, Triple Axle to get rid of this thing, hopefully. Ooh, but the Citrus Berry. I don't even think it'd kill, regardless of the Citrus Berry, though, is the thing. It looked like it was doing some good damage, but not 100% damage. Lives the Moonblast. Roosts up. Very good Roost, because then the Leech Seed would have gotten you. For sure. Moonblast ends up killing this Quaquaval off. Probably anticipating the spike this whole time, unless there's just no spin. Skeledirge is now in, ready to click the Torch Song. There we go. I wouldn't be surprised to see a Terra here, because this thing does not like ghost moves. Terra Dark on the Ceruledge and Terra on the Skeledirge. There we go. Poltergeist miss. There we go. It's what we need. Scorching Sands not doing as much as it could have, but Skeledirge is still around, so that's good. Bitter Blade getting back some HP. We're going to see another Torch Song here. It's another Scorching Sands trying to get this thing burned. There it is. There's the burn. Very, very nice. What do we see this time? Bitter Blade getting back HP again. Into a Slack Off. Oh, you can't Torch Song because this thing is Flash Fire for sure. Duh. Silly me. Bitter Blades. Probably another Torch Song here, right? Nope. Slack Off. That's even better. Not Torch Song. I meant Scorching Sands when I said that. Bitter Blade. Probably just going to see that go back and forth with some healing from Skeledirge every now and again. It's kind of what needs to happen at this point. Whittling this thing down. I don't know if Terapagos has... what is it? Rock Polish or anything? To make sure that it's faster than Weavile. Taunting, so no more healing, unfortunately. That is rough. That Leech Seed is built in heals too. Bitter Blade under the Skeledirge. And we'll probably just see some whittling down with the Scorching Sands from Skeledirge from here on out. Because that taunt is definitely going to last until it's done. Scorching Sands. Yeah, I don't know if the... Did you reveal... Okay, so you... I don't know if this thing gets close combat. But I also don't know... It's probably Swords Dance, right? Probably. We'll see. We'll see if we get the Terapagos boosting of speed and whatnot. We see Bitter Blade, Terra Shell, soaking up most of that damage. Into Rapid Spin, so that's how we are raising our speed. Makes sense. Now that there's nothing to block the Rapid Spin. Terra Starstorm takes out the Ceruledge. And now it's Weavile versus Terapagos. Terra Starstorm, 5% left on the Weavile. Into Triple Axle. Oh no! The Ice Shard? No Ice Shard, and Macaroni takes it by a hair. Let's go. We needed that win. Great job. That is a great job. Alright. Now we have team captain Ligo Nini versus Ayula. Probably Ayula. I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see leads. Are we going to see that Sunny Day craziness of that Arcanine again? I mean, Quillfish wouldn't be a bad lead. But I'd almost expect the Lando or the Alamamola. So Mesprit would probably be better in that case, because at least you can get up some rocks. I don't know if it gets Thunder Wave or not, but I could also go for that if the Lando isn't out. Its presence does invite U-turn, which might be better to Thunder Wave on. I will say Mesprit and Alamamola. That seems like a good lead here. Good plausible lead. King Gambit. Fuck. Into the Zarude. Alright. Alright. I'm never gonna get these, I don't think. Terra Grass on Arc. Terra Flying on King Gambit. That's a good Terra for it, for sure. See, Terra Poison Zarude. And the other one is either Stab or it's not here. Let's see how this plays out. Terra Poison off the rip. Terra Flying off the rip. Okay. See a Bulk Up. I don't know what this King Gambit's going to want to do here. Swords Dances. Okay, we're out here just going to start setting up immediately. We see Kowtow here doing some damage. Not like King Gambit's going to want to set up anymore anyway. No more boots for the flying type. Very unfortunate. But hey, that's Zarude down. That is Zarude down. We see Iron Valiant coming on out instead. We're going to probably see a T-Bolt. Arcanine is now in. Yeah. Taking that like a champion. Must be bulky with the Morning Sun. Sunny Day. Did I watch this live and just spoil? No. This thing is just back again because there was a Milotic last time. That's what it was. We see that Arcanine back doing a lot more damage with Solar Beam than it was doing to that Milotic. Flip turn into Iron Crown. Arcanine does have the flamethrower for it. This thing is spud death. Aloe is back in, ready to take the flamethrower. Yeah. I think this thing can get burned because of Regenerator. Yeah, it doesn't have the Water Veil or whatever that ability is. So Wishes, what do we see coming in? Or maybe we just see a Protect, or maybe Flip Turn. Okay, Flip Turn. Into what, Val? Yeah, there it is. I don't know if Arcanine has a Willow, but I think Valiant is special. The Encore. Okay. Encore is very annoying, but it's very good. Lando comes on in. What do we see Arcanine going into? We see a Mesprit, which isn't bad. You can set up the rocks with this thing. Clicks a U-turn, takes a lot of damage. Do we see a T-Wave instead to catch something? Stealth Rocks, solid just in case the Lando stays in. See Arcanine coming in. On a Volt Switch. Into the Carbink, okay. I mean, we could click that Solar Beam again. Probably have to click the Sunny Day, though. Never mind, Quillfish is now in. See the Clear Body. I don't think the whole goal was to lower stats on this thing, though. I don't think this thing gets stored power. Probably just it's a Body Presser, isn't it? Taunt is very good for that. We see a Toxic, very well. Very well done. Body Press doing a little bit of chunk. A little chunk. Pretty decent chunk. Aloe is in. Do we see another Toxic? Barbarage. Do we see a Poison? Ooh, very nice. Toxic would have been better, but any chip is good chip. Ooh, Taunt. So no wishing here. Yo, this Quillfish is doing it. This Quillfish is doing it. Iron Crown is now in, so no more poison shenanigans from this Quillfish. Into the Mesprit, we see Volt Switch probably. Psychic Noise. Takes this thing very well, I'm sure, yeah. No more healing, though. I don't know if this thing has lefties. It does. Volt Switch into Lando? Yeah. There it is. What is this Mesprit doing? Just clicks the U-turn. Do we see Bax coming in? Maybe the Quillfish. Bax is here and is ready to click the Scale Shot. I hope you didn't click the Scale Shot. Dragon Dance, very good. Very good. Switches into Quillfish. Is Valiant still faster? Moonblast. Maybe Bax just didn't have anything to kill this thing. That's possible. Aloe is back in. Does Quillfish just flip? Yes, we do. Into what? Its own Valiant. Do you have the T-Bolt as well? There it is. Ooh, misses out on the KO. But it's dead as soon as it comes back in because of those rocks. It doesn't look like the other guy has anything to clear hazards with. So King Gambit is now in against the Lando. Can't get Earthquaked. There's a Stealth Rock, though, so that's a good turn to come in. Do we see Kowtow here? No, we just see Swords. On a Taunt. This game is very well-placed taunts. Carbink is in. Then we see Terra Blast doing nothing. Yikes. Carbink's probably got some rock move for it. Quillfish is now in, ready to take that rock move. We see Rest instead. Do you have the Chesto? There it is, yeah. So there's no Pain Split on this Quillfish, which I guess is fine. Aloe is now in. I forgot about Regenerator, and there's Boots. Very annoying. But damn near anything can kill this Aloe from Valiant, I think. I don't think you need to go for Bolt. Moonblast, yep, on the off chance that literally anything else comes in. Iron Crown is now here. Do we see I don't know what it could do. Probably a fighting move would be okay. But Mesprit is in instead for a sack. And then Arcanine. I don't know why, but I feel like Slow is going faster than I'm used to. Arcanine's now getting a Volt Switch into the Carbink. Do we see that Sunny Day come off? Morning Sun instead. That's still fine. Arcanine goes for the Sunny Day. We see Iron Defense. Probably a Solar Beam here. Yep. Carbink takes less than half from that. Wow! An uncalled for super crit from Body Press. Val is now here, not trying to play any more games. See a Bolt? I was wondering if we'd see Moonblast. We see one Moonblast. Killing that Val. Carbink is doing some stuff. Quillfish is now in, ready to click the whatever. Poison move? There it is. Ooh. So Carbink will go down to this poison, but it's rough that Quillfish had to take some residual because of that Iron Defense. That is wild. Val is here. Almost full HP against Lego's team. Doesn't look great. Moonblast destroys the Quillfish. Cam Gambit is in. Taking Super Chip from Rocksmat, the Stealth Rock. 1% Bolt living to crit. Press sealed the game. Yeah. 1% was... Man. Moonblast. Hitting him down to 6. What does Bax do in response? Clicks the D-Dance. I mean, he switched out already, so... Ice Shard. Is he for sure Scarf? I don't know if he is. Anyway. Lego unfortunately loses that match. The super crit in Arc was very unfortunate. I don't think either team brought hazard removal. So all that switching was unfortunate. Oh well. We now go to Smiffleham. Oh, Leganine did a good job, I think. Should say that before moving on. Smiffleham versus Knight Triumphant. I don't know. I know that his Screamtail is very annoying. Muck, as long as Swampert isn't positioned in very well, can do some stuff too. I think the Bolt is Terra. Just something to watch out for. Only hazard removal that the other guy has is T-Flame. Which is not as good as Core for sure. We'll probably see Swampert into maybe Bundle. No. Bolt into Bundle. Let's see it. Sylveon, okay. Into Bundle. Hey, I got one. Let's go. Okay, so Terra's is Ground on the Bolt. Looks to be all. Oh, Ground on the Porygon as well. Where we have Grass on Landorus, and I think that's all. Alright, let's see it. Flip turns on the Sylve into Muck, which I'm not sure what that thing could really do. Hyper Voice, okay. Are we boosted at all? See, just a Poison Jab on a Helmet Swampert. Very nice. Giga Drain Tech. That's awesome. On the rocks, okay. See Raging Bolt coming in. What is Muck doing here? Clicking Knock. Gets the Poison Touch and gets rid of the leftovers. That's pretty awesome. Not gonna lie, that's pretty awesome. Dragon Pulse doesn't do too much to the Muck. See a Poison Jab. All of that chip is racking up against Bolt. We see another Dragon Pulse, so I'm kind of surprised we don't see a switch into the Scream Tail. But it's all good, because now Bolt is out of here. Porygon is in, it can do whatever it wants. Try attacks the Muck, which means Sylveon's a bit more free. We see the Scream Tail come in. Into the Tri Attack, which, are you adaptability? I'm not sure. Off that damage. You might not be. Tri Attacks again. Into a Psychic. You see that recovery from the Wish and Lefties. Tri Attack. I mean, you must be some type of choiced. Unless that's just the strongest move you got, which it probably is, considering Stab. Ooh, got the Freeze and the Thaw immediately. Psychic. The start to this game was perfectly played. Oh, yeah, it was absolutely wonderful. It was great to see. That crit is the opposite of great to see, though. You see that Wish, though? Yeah, you definitely got to switch, I suppose. I mean, those rocks are going to make it really hard to come in. You see that Wish happening again. So yeah, this Corv's going to probably have Defog. It's got to. Swampert is here. We're going to click the Defog. And what are we going to see? We're going to see Bundle come in. We're going to see Scream Tail, actually. Flip turns, gets rid of the Scream Tail, which actually that's pretty good for pivoting. Okay, Smythe. Smythelham. I don't know what the nickname for you would be. Trick Porygon, Scarf, and Shookaberry. So we're going to see Dragon Claw. So this thing is now scarfed into Dragon Claw. But that just means Sylveon could come in. That's not awful for our opponent. Corv is now here, ready to take the Pixelate move. Baton passing into the Swampert. Okay. Okay. Bundle is now in. We're going to see a flip turn. We're just going to see the rocks come back up into the Sylveon. We're going to see Hydro Pump. Doesn't exactly get it, but the next one won't either. Flip turn is fine, though. We do flip turning in, too. Corv is now here. Do you have the Steel move for this guy? God damn, Hyper Voice is still doing quite a bit of damage. Do you have Spadef, or is that just Sylveon? That could just be Sylveon. Brave Bird takes care of this thing. Okay. Things are looking pretty decent for us, aside from the rocks being up. We see T-Flame coming in. Clicking that Taunt. Brave Birds instead gets a crit! Hell yeah! Fire Spin. That's pretty decent. But Talonflame goes down, and Corviknight hangs on by 1. What do we see here? Another Brave Bird? Doing some chip to Swampert, taking down about half of the HP it had left. Lando is now in. And Earth Power is going to do it to this thing. Is it going to be able to take care of the... Well, it's going to be able to take care of the Sneasler, but does Sneasler have something to take care of this Lando? We see Endure, so this thing is... What? Okay, Lychee Berry for the attack raise. Not very good for us. Reversal, yikes! Oh no! Please, have the Bulwark! No! Have the Ice Shard? Ice Shard? Are you for real? No! No! Bruh. That's some crazy shit, man. That's Draft League right there, though. The Sick Tech, that's Draft League right there. Oh, man. If only Smythe had some priority. Or just Bulwark on this guy. Bulwark would have been good because that would have been a burn and this thing would have died to that. Oh, man. Yikes. I don't know if you could have done anything about that with the build that you brought. So I mean, Snuffleham, you did great here. It's just your opponent brought some craziness. All right, we got Ditto. Not the button I wanted. Not the button I wanted. We got Ditto versus Hikari Desu. Aloe seems okay. Torn seems okay as well. Probably Torn into Klefki, maybe. I really... Let's see. Rhyperior, okay. Into Torn. Hey, I got one. Did Torn T. Alright, man. Alright. We have Terra Fairy on Urshifu. Terra Grass on Rhyperior. I don't remember what Ditto's Terras are. I don't think Ogerpon can. I mean, it might be able to, but I don't think it can. Oh, Terra Fairy on Torn. I can read. And then something else might be Stab, unless he just didn't bring it. We see a U-turn on the Rhyperior. That makes sense. Aloe is in. Do we see... Okay, just Rock. So this is like, if we see Terra Blast, that would be stupid. Klefki is now in. We see a Wish. Alright. Getting up them hazards. We gotta go Hitmontop, I guess. But there's... Ooh, eject button. Klefki. Latias. So now Hitmontop can't. Oh, but you don't switch if you click the flip turn? That's kind of... It's interesting, I guess. Now there is hazards on the other side of this screen. Wow, okay, so Hikari is very confident in being able to poke holes here. Trailblaze into the Alamomola, not doing a lot, but there is a Speed Raise. Confusion, very nice. You were supposed to hit yourself, Urshifu. You weren't supposed to get a Swords Dance. You were supposed to hurt yourself. Into Torn. Okay, so he's just got names after Team LBL here. U-turn into the Alamomola again. Makes sense to get some of that HP back. Terra Blast. You need to get confused, Urshifu. You need to hit yourself once, please. Ends. Okay. Awesome. So now this thing's got 2 G dances effectively behind screens. That's awesome. Ditto is in. Wicked Blow. Yikes. Not Ditto, Torn. Continglu. No, it can't. This is a fairy. God. Terra Blast. Destroys this thing. Very unfortunate. This might be how the game goes. Kiram is now in. Oh no. I mean, Scarf doesn't even help here. I think that's just how the game goes. Look at this Terra Fairy Urshifu just destroying everything. Yeah, there's that too. And then we see the Hitmontop. At least he had the boots. Terra fighting for what it's worth. Mach Punch. And Terra Blast. That is very unfortunate, Ditto. That must have... I mean, I was upset watching this, so I could only imagine how you were feeling playing it. That's some crazy stuff right there. You did what you could, man. That's all you can really do. This was pretty awesome, this Latias. And I guess that confidence was well earned, considering Urshifu just fucked you. Oh, not great. Speaking of games I'd rather not have, it's me. I'm here. I am here against Zap. We've got Zapdoses on opposite sides of the field. I God, I don't even remember what I led. Did I lead my own Zapdos? Did I lead I don't think I led Gran. I think I might have led my own Zapdos against I don't remember. I don't remember. The game was kind of a blur. It might have been Darkrai or maybe even Garg. It might have been Garg lead. Let's go. Terras. I know mine is Terra Fire Chi-Yu. I have Terra Bug Gallade. There's also Terra Electric Iron Moth and Terra Dragon on Garganackle, which was something that we thought about in mocks. Okay, Zapdos into Darkrai. Okay, so I did remember that at least the Darkrai. Ice Beam. Completely forgot it got Ice Beam, but it's okay because Zapdos is bulky. And we see a U-turn here. I don't exactly remember. You can't see it yet. Oh, there it is. I can scroll down. You can see it. If you're putting on the timer, then you're sweaty as fuck. You need to get your own AC checked. Chi-Yu is in. And then I just want to click Terra Fire, Overheat, just put holes into stuff. And I thought Garg was something good to put a hole into, but it took it. Because, you know, it's Garg. Also resists. So Vileplume is now in. I think this is just the dedicated Garganackle switch. Plus I've got the Covert Cloak to not get hit by the Salt Cure. Leech Seed, perfect. Return of the timer, yeah. Your game this week was actually very well played until the last couple of turns. Yeah, man, I was, you know, getting tilted, and I was like, I'm tired. Plus, you're going to see, and I think I did even say it, Macaroni, that on my Greninja, I forgot the item. Very unfortunate. If I remembered the item, there could have been some more holes getting poked, at least. Anyway, Vileplume goes out to Donphan. Volt Switch caught that pretty good. You know, totally the plan. Blastoise is now in. What do I do here? Click the rocks, yeah. So Stoise could get rid of them. Vileplume comes in to potentially just clap back with something. You see the poison on Effect Spore? Very nice. That's what you like to see. Flip turns out into probably the Zapdos. No, Crabominable. This thing was a menace, I'm telling you. This thing was a menace. Oh, it just claimed kills. As you'll see here, but Zapdos is already weak. I was hoping to get a static, but couldn't get the static. Chi-Yu is now in. I'm trying to just smack it with an Overheat, probably. Garg is now in again. We see an Overheat, yeah. God, this thing was annoying. Garganackle probably just clicks the Salt Cure on whatever comes in. Stealth Rocks, actually, okay. So Vileplume, honestly, my whole thing with this thing is I know they're going to want to switch, so we're going to Leech Seed everything that comes in. Just get that chip. Miss with the Leech Seed, which is exactly what you want. Donphan is now in. See a Hurricane. And I don't really have a switch into those, except for praying that a miss happens. Getting rid of the rocks. Very nice for me. He roosts here. I didn't expect to see a roost on a ground type, but you wouldn't click the ground move on a flying type, so I guess that makes sense, but it's crazy. I would never risk that, I don't think. Zapdos versus Chi-Yu. We see a Hurricane, and he gets the confusion here, and he did a hell of a lot more damage than I was expecting. I was expecting to eat it, but I guess he was especially offensive here. Garg is now in again. We see Donphan. We see... Okay, Zapdos is in. I think I tried to Quake it. Fairly sure I tried to Quake it. Yeah. And then Ice Shard comes off, because that's really the only move I have to hit Zapdos. If I could go back, I'd have put a rock move on it. Like maybe Rock Tomb to lower some speed, but yeah, I was thinking he might roost there again because he roosted at one point. Blastoise is now in, so at this point Donphan's probably just gonna clicks Ice Shard, yeah. And I'll probably just do that again unless I think I switched though. Probably shouldn't have. Probably should have just stayed in and tried to Earthquake. But Gallade is now in. Rapid spins. I think I switched. No, I didn't switch. I just clicked Agility. See Roar, which was that was annoying. Because Gallade could have probably poked a bunch of different holes there. We see a Flip Turn, probably out into the Zapdos, or maybe Crab. There's the Zapdos. Leech Seed miss! Love that! Love that. Donphan's now in. I just wanted a sack. We see the Roost here. I think I just keep Ice Sharding until this Donphan's dead. What I pretty much do. Just want to get that residual off. And this is the best way to do it at this point in the game. Donphan is now done to a Hurricane. Do I go Chi-Yu? Yes, I do. I switch out to Gren because I figured that there would be a switch to something else here. Maybe the Moth. No, not the Moth. I wasn't thinking. Maybe this guy? I don't know. Mischip on Zapdos are crucial, yeah. Yeah, this thing is entirely too healthy for Greninja to really just come in and smack. I was predicting something to come in. Maybe it was the Garg, because it just kept coming in. But Blastoise comes in instead. Taking that poison damage. I use Surf here. Reason I use Surf is because I thought I was choiced. But I'm Life Orbed. If I had remembered my item, I'd have pressed Dark Pulse. I'd have gotten my Battle Bond off. And then this game would have at least taken a few different turns. I don't know if anything on the team could have really lived a hit after that. Maybe Crabominable, but I'm not entirely sure. I don't know this thing's stats, because who the hell uses Crabominable? Zapdos would have probably went down to... I think I was running Ice Beam on this, so this thing would have definitely went down to that. Darkrai probably would have went down to a Surf, but I'm not sure. Iron Moth would not like a Surf. But yeah. That was so annoying. And because it died to Poison, I don't get my Battle Bond. Which is very annoying. But it is what it is. Crab is now here. I click Surf, so Crab would have probably lived the Surf. Drain Punches, gets all that HP back. Very annoying. Now Gallade is in, because we're gonna try to do the stuff here. Garg is here. I Psycho Cut. I don't remember exactly what happens next. I think I just have to keep clicking that. No, I go to Vileplume because I knew he was gonna Salt Cure. That's what it was. Yeah, so we're not gonna take that because of the Cloak. You see the rocks. What do? I think I just, yeah, I click Energy Ball to get rid of this thing because I don't want to see another... I don't want to see Garganacl keep coming in. Crab is now here. Ice Hammer kills the Vileplume. We see a Sleep, which is really good. I think I go to Gallade here. I go Chi-Yu, actually. Probably because this thing can't really switch in too often. See Dark Pulse because I'm Scarf, and I figure Dark Pulse is probably the best thing to click against the rest of the team, especially since there's an Iron Moth. I can't exactly go for Psychic because there's a Darkrai. And I got lucky with those Sleep turns, so... there we go. Darkrai is in. Clicks his own Dark Pulse because he's faster. Somehow. Probably his own Scarf. Gallade is now in. I have to go for Agility here. Unfortunately, Darkrai is too fast for Gallade to outspeed with the Agility, so it might have just been better for me to click the that instead. but then the Moth would outspeed and kill me. Zapdos is way too healthy. So Psycho Cut, try for a crit. We don't get it. Volt Switch gets the crit because he needed it. And that's that game. So I really wish that I clicked Dark Pulse with this thing and remembered what my item was. Stop doing this. And having those rocks gone would have been great too. Maybe being more confident in my Donphan taking the hurricanes, but the chance for confusion is annoying. It was an alright, good showing, first showing. I don't know, man. I tried. We have our last game of the night. If you haven't liked the stream already, please go ahead and do that. Greatly appreciate it. And if you're watching after the fact, please like the stream anyway. We have Table Guy, probably our strongest soldier. Those Leech Seeds land. Donphan is much healthier, and this game is much closer. Oh, for sure. I ran Rindo just in case there was Iron Moth clicking Energy Ball. I still lived and could have Earthquaked back. But that Iron Moth just stayed in the back. So Rindo Berry was absolutely useless. And also, instead of having... I don't know. I feel like Donphan needed all those moves that I had. I had Earthquake, Rapid Spin, Ice Shard, and Rocks. So I don't know what I could have substituted for a Rock move. Just to hit Zapdos a bit harder, but it is what it is. We've got a couple more weeks of this, so hopefully I can get a win somewhere in here. What do we got here for Table Guy versus Jorston? We got a Sun team. So maybe Keldeo. I don't know if Keldeo does enough damage to this Torkoal, though. Maybe Sylveon. Just to click Yawn or something. I'll say Sylph Torkoal. We go Meowscarada instead into Torkoal, so I got half of it. We have Terra Water on Mew. Terra Grass on Ceruledge. Terra Ground on the Venusaur. And Terra Poison on the Walking Wake. Power Gem, very nice tech into the Torkoal, changing into the Rock type too, so now we don't see any flamethrowers or anything. But I guess Earthquake was called for that. Okay, I see you, Jorston, I see you. Walking Wake is now in. I love Wake Under the Sun. Just not looking at it from this side. Specs is gone, which is pretty good, but there's still the special attack raise. Hydro Steam's able to get it because of the Protean nerf. But Meowscarada still did some nice damage into that Torkoal. Mew is in. Let's see what this guy wants to do. Slitherwing. Okay, so this thing could... what's that move called? First Impression if it wanted to. Terra Water right into U-turn. We see a helmet. Okay. Keldeo, I think, has the Air Slash, doesn't it? Hatterene's now in. We'll see. Yep, there's the Air Slash. He's able to take that well because Hatterene's bulky. You see a flip into probably Treads. Yeah, there it is. Of course, you go to the Steel type. And Mystical Fire in the sun. Ouch. Ouch. Huckleberry was clutch here. Let's see what the Slitherwing wants to do. Heavy Slam, not doing a ton to this thing. Slitherwing looks like it could be pretty heavy. See, Rocks as a nice little parting gift after the Earthquake takes down the Treads. What do we see next? Probably Keldeo, especially since the sun's gone. Oh, we see Ceruledge now, actually. Torkoal comes in. Do we see a Swords Dance or something here? A sub? Okay. Okay, what do we do next? What do we see next? Bitterblade getting 2% recovery. Alright. Okay. Awesome. I mean, every little bit helps. Wake is now in. We cannot Terra the Ceruledge. Hydro Stream destroys the sub. Does Ceruledge get some Bitterblade's health back? Nope, just goes for the Shadow Claw. I mean, that makes more sense. I forgot Bitterblade was fire. Mew is now in for the next Hydro Steam. Resisting that damage. And then, do we see a setup maybe? A Draco on the Mew? That is, still taking it. Pretty good. Sludge Bomb takes out the Wake here. Mew is now very weak, which kind of sucks. Roaring Moon is now in. This thing is scary as well, and clicks knockoff on the Assault Vest. We're probably going to see Sylve here. You see Keldeo, actually. I'm going to click the... Okay, U-turn there. Are we going to see that Sacred Sword? Unless he called the U-turn. Hopefully he called the U-turn. Air Slash, not bad. Citrus Berry, a little annoying, but very understandable. Clicks Fit turn here. Probably gets Ceruledge in. Sylveon makes more sense. See a Nuzzle. Crazy Nuzzle. And Helmet on, what, Sylveon? Pretty nice. Ceruledge is now in, ready to click that sub again. Psyshock doing quite a bit of damage. Bitterblade getting all that HP, not all that HP back, just a little morsel of HP. Venusaur is now here. Does it have Self Sun? Probably just Terra Blasts. That's my guess. Earth Power. Okay, I forgot it gets Earth Power. Shuka Berry coming in clutch. We can get that health back with the Bitterblade if we need to. It's going to be super effective here. Very nice. Okay, this game is going our way. Some very scary threats on the other side of the team that are left over, though. Shadow Sneak to get that residual. That's completely fine. Knocks off the Ceruledge. We're probably going to see the Keldeo coming in here, if I were to take a guess. There is... Can 2 water moves do it because of the ground type? Ooh, Vacuum Wave. Very nice, actually. Very nice. I don't think you're choiced. And if you are... You're not. Table Guy takes it. Okay, awesome. Shout out to Table Guy and Holy Macaroni for being our wins this week. You guys are holding it together. Everybody else that played this week, very well done as well. We might not have won the week just like last week, but we put up a pretty decent fight. I don't remember who we played this week. I think it's like GDL or something. We need to win this one, guys. We need to win this one, and I think we can do it. Because Tylord is pumped up for a win. Venice is pumped up for a win. Everybody else is pumped up for a win. I think we can do it. We will give it our best shot. Everyone, thanks for coming out to the stream, whether you were here during or afterwards.